Fuck you, Corey.
Yeah, we are back, man. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And yes, it's both of us this week. Last week had some family stuff to do, so I couldn't be here. Missed y'all. Feel like it's been forever. Glad to be back. If you are watching, you know what time it is. Sports Madness, the Man Cave podcast. That means it's Sunday, baby. And y'all know what we do here. We talk sports.
All of these sports.
All of these sports. Just all sports. You know what I mean? Unlike Wednesday, where we don't want to talk about sports, but then they bring in sports. But that's fine. But we are back. The week was the same for me. Not too much happened. A lot of family stuff going on. All of that stuff. I'm starting to see. We're gonna talk about that Wednesday. I was about to say something, but it's not for this show. We'll talk about that Wednesday. Hey, I don't know, because I know we want to do every other week, but man, stuff just been coming, so we'll see. But this ain't that. This is Sports Madness, and we just got done watching. I don't know how many of y'all watched it, but the Women's College Championship, and of course, everybody probably figured South Carolina or projected or had South Carolina 37-0. Last year they was 36-1. I forgot what round they lost in though. I don't remember if it was the Final Four or the Elite Eight, but I think it was one of them. But I think they would have had 3 in a row if they wouldn't have, because they won 2 years ago, right? Yeah, they won 2 years ago, and then they lost last year. They they could have got 3 in a row. That would have been crazy, because has anybody got 3 in a row ever?
I'm pretty sure UConn Women's has got 3 in a row.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
And they probably got
that is right, because Brianna got 4 while she was there. Tarazi got 4 while she was there. Sue Bird got 4 while she was there. Like
they got but you got to think right there. That's that's 12 in a row if you really think about it.
Yeah, and they had 120 something game winning streak. So that's like 5 or 6 seasons. That's
4 seasons.
4 seasons. Yeah,
so 30 games. Well, actually, if you count the tournament, it's more. So it's probably about 4 seasons.
Yeah. So that Connecticut era is that one of the best eras ever in any professional college. But Bill Russell when the Celtics won 8 it was a 10 in a row, I think. 8 in a row. Bill Russell got 8 in a row, but he won 11 in 13 years. And then you got Connecticut that got they won I don't know how many championships they won in a row, but it was a lot. I know they had streaks where they was winning every year, 4, 5, 6 years in a row. And they had all the talent. So I don't know. But what you think about all the Caitlin Clark hype? Because I'm starting to feel like I like her. She's a very good player. She's going to be a great player in the WNBA.
It says 4 consecutive championships.
Who?
UConn Women's.
Yeah.
111 game streak included 2 national championships during the streak. UConn made history by being the first team in Division I women's basketball to win 4 consecutive championships. Over the course of the 111 streak, only 3 games were won by fewer than 10 points.
Right. So I'm pretty
111 games. There was only
Yeah.
3 single-digit wins. That's insane.
Yeah, so hold on, 4. That was Brianna Stewart and them that got 4. So Tarazi might have got 3. She might have got 3. I think she might have got 3 because I do remember Brianna Stewart and them getting 4. She got 1.
Yeah, that had to be back in the day because look, that streak started in 2014 and then went all the way into their loss against Mississippi State in the Final Four.
Yeah, and Brianna got drafted in 2016 or some shit like that. 16 or 17. So yeah, that she was a part of that. And that's who I think.
11 titles total.
Yeah, 11 titles total. So outside of for me, we can go all the way back in the WNBA. Like I remember, not even talking about Cheryl Swoops and Cynthia Cooper. You know, Swoops. It was no WNBA. So in 97, they was like in their 30s already, 35, 34 years old. And won 4 straight. They won 4 straight together. That's Cynthia Cooper and Cheryl Swoops. They won 4 straight together. Houston Comets, bro.
Yeah.
4 straight. They was in their 30s. And they was Cheryl Swoops led the league in scoring like 3 of those years that she was there for those 4 years that they won. Like it was crazy. So, but then you can go to Lauren Jackson. Lauren Jackson was a savage out there. I don't know if people remember Lauren Jackson, but go back and look up Lauren Jackson. She was
Rebecca Lobo.
The Rebecca Lobo for sure. Yes, Lisa Leslie. Yes, like it's a lot of goons, man. I remember Tina Charles when she was young. You know what I mean? Yes, bro. It's a lot. Like the history of it, and people just now getting hip to WNBA. It blows my mind, I guess. But I was watching women's way back then, and 02, 03 when Sue Bird and Tarazi, all those girls was coming through. You know what I mean? I was watching it then. My favorite WNBA player is Diana Taurasi all time. That's the GOAT. That's the GOAT. She got a bunch of scoring records in the WNBA. She had records in college. Like all she do is get buckets. I think that's where the hype, like Caitlin Clark, the way that she scores. Like there ain't been nobody that scores like that in a long time. 40 points damn near every game. Like she balling, you know what I mean? Like I think that's where the hype come from. I want to see her play against professional people before we start. They Ice Cube offered her $5 million and all that stuff, but I think that's just because he's trying to get attention to his league because the NBA trying to block him and trying to X him out or whatever. But why y'all talking about her playing with men, professional athletes like NBA players, before she ever even plays with women professionally? That's my whole thing.
Well, we talked about this. I think it's a great publicity for the women's, because if they see her, more men are going to watch the big 3 because there's no basketball right the offseason. So you'll have eyes on it. People are going to go to the games. They're going to see her do her thing and be like, hold on. And then they're going to start checking out the WNBA some, and they'll be like, oh, no. It's going to attract people.
But I did find out that the big 3 is during the WNBA season. But just for conversation, let's say it wasn't during the Let's say it wasn't. Say it was. But see, the thing is, if it's in the off season, okay, because all of them is free to sign with another team after they fulfill their WNBA duties. But the only reason I wouldn't take it is because you want the eyes on the WNBA. So I'm not going to take a year to go play. I'm not going to the big 3 because what if it don't go right? What if you go out there and you don't score no buckets, or you get like 6 points a game and you just look bad? You can't guard nobody. Who you going to guard? Honestly, just to be completely objective, who the hell is she going to guard? They all going to be taller than you. They all going to be bigger than her. They all going to be stronger than her. There's no way she's getting buckets in the big 3. There's no way.
I don't care. She's $5 million richer.
Yeah, but that don't benefit Ice Cube though. It's 2 sides. Yes, the Caitlin Clark benefits her, but business wise, I'm never doing that.
Caitlin Clark's problem. Once Ice Cube
Yeah.
pays the money and he goes in there and sees what happens, that's not on Caitlin Clark no more.
Well, my whole thing is I don't think he's really going to do that. I think it's just to get eyes on the big three because Jaylen Brown played in the big three last year, and he's a bigger name than Caitlin Clark.
And you know what's crazy is
it didn't do nothing.
I didn't even know that until you said it.
Exactly, and it didn't do nothing. Is what I'm saying. So
Caitlin Clark's a bigger name than Jaylen Brown.
No, she's not.
1,000%.
Now she is, but you got to remember, Jaylen Brown just got the biggest NBA contract in the history of the NBA. Jaylen Brown just got the biggest contract in the history of the NBA. He's a bigger name, dog. Like that's what I'm saying. Not. Yes, he is. On the internet, she's the bigger name. On social media and all of that,
all that matters.
That
is all. No. Listen, yes, it does. In today's world, it's what people see and know. It's not. Jaylen Brown got paid a lot of money. I don't give a shit that he got paid all that money. To me, he don't deserve all that money. But Caitlin Clark is the bigger name.
Nah, she's the bigger. She got more hype on the internet. She's not the bigger name.
All that matters.
She's not the bigger name though. She ain't done nothing. She been playing in college. That's what I'm saying. People is overblowing this shit. Can she play professional first before y'all? What if she go to the WNBA and average 16 points a game? Then what? That's what
she's in the top. Like
she's good. Yeah, but you know what they gonna say? She's
not going to. She's gonna be way
better. Dog, I don't think that's just she gonna automatically go from college. Even in the men's and the women's, college basketball don't transfer to the NBA the same way. Well, how many stars do we know that was dogs in college, the best players, but never did nothing in the NBA or the WNBA? It's hundreds of them.
Two different. You can't compare the two. Two different.
I just think it's too much hype. Now she got to go to the NBA and live up to this hype that they putting on her. And I think she just shoots a lot. She shoots a lot. And the fact that she shoots a lot in college, come on, man, it's easy if you shoot a lot.
That's her only game is shooting.
She shoots a lot, just like Steph Curry.
That's her only game is just shooting.
No, I'm saying that's where all the hype comes from. Is she shoots a lot?
Don't come from almost averaging triple-double every game.
I never heard nobody say that until you just said that. That's what I'm saying. All I ever hear about Caitlin Clark is she scores. She shoots. Steph Curry. They compare her to Steph Curry, but I don't even think she can shoot better than Sabrina Ionescu. It's a lot of players that I don't think she's better in. She's not better than Breanna Stewart in the WNBA. No way. Look, not just coming straight in.
Listen, Caitlin Clark, she had 30 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists. That was just this past game, right?
Yes.
All right.
She had 13. She had 13 against Connecticut.
She had what?
Like, what she have? Did she have 40?
She had 21.
Okay. Did she have 40? Guess
what her other stats were?
Well, she had
9 rebounds, 7 assists. She's damn near averaging a triple-double. I don't give a shit that she
Mike.
All you want.
In college, though. She's not doing. She ain't played no. See, I'm not the type of player. I'm not just gonna say because you was a dog in college, you're gonna be a dog in the professional. I just don't do that. I got to see you play against these people first. I got to see you play against these people first.
What she did against the LSU? 41 points, 7 rebounds, 12 assists.
I know. I watched that game, but you know who was guarding her? A 5'7" girl that can't do nothing. Come on, man. She wasn't getting guarded. She was guarding.
You know what she did in Colorado?
Come on, man.
29 points, 6 rebounds, 15 assists.
Why are you giving me stats in college? You're giving me college stats.
I am.
Can she play professional first before y'all overhype her?
Hey, I swear to God, if she does this shit in the first game, I want that to stop.
She not gonna do that in the first game. There's not because
dog.
Breanna Stewart won 4 championships in a row at Connecticut.
That's great. Cool.
She got drafted in 2016.
She was on the best team
ever. But listen to what I'm saying. No, she was the best player on the best team ever.
Exactly. So all 4 of her other starters are in the WNBA with her.
I know, but the best player scoring all the points. The best player scoring. They wouldn't have done the same thing without Breanna Stewart on that team. Nobody could stop that girl. But I'm just saying, by 2018, she got drafted in 2016. 2018, she was already an MVP and had a championship. If y'all gonna be hyping up a girl that she never even won a championship in college. But she getting all this hype because she scored all these points from shooting all these threes, and they compare her to Steph Curry and all this shit. That's what's got the game fucked up now, because all these people that gun these shots and make shots here and there, but miss way more than they make. They hype them up, and then they get to the professional league, and then they got all this pressure. LeBron's the only person that ever lived up to that type of expectation.
Let me ask you a question. Everybody hyped up Kevin Durant. Did that dude win a championship?
With the Warriors, yeah, he had to go to the Warriors to do that.
No, I'm saying college.
Oh, fuck no.
Everybody hyped him up, though.
I didn't hear him get hyped up.
Blake Griffin. Did he win a championship? What about Trae Young?
See, no, you talking about men's. I'm talking about women's.
Yes, I'm talking about men's, but I'm comparing the status quo.
But do you know the teams that them guys was playing against when those teams, Duke teams in North Carolina? Come on, bro. Izzo and them, come on, bro.
The teams that Caitlin Clark playing against, the LSU's, the UConn.
That they lost, yeah, and they lost to LSU, and they lost to LSU last year, and they lost to South Carolina this year.
She lost to those teams by herself. She's the only girl on the squad.
Well,
she didn't have
getting to back-to-back championships. Caitlin Clark did not do that by herself.
Okay.
She didn't. You know, last game, look at the stats. She had other 20-point scores.
She had help. That was the first game that someone outscored her in this tournament, and outscored her by only 6 points. But again,
I'm saying she had to help. She had to help. It's the same thing people do about Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan scored all these points, and he had no help. They always say that about Mike. It's the same shit.
No. You're not understanding what I'm saying. You said Breanna Stewart. She had other all-stars on the team helping her.
Breanna Stewart
didn't have all-stars helping her.
Breanna Stewart was player of the year every year that she was there. She was the best player, and she was the best player in college basketball every year.
That's cool.
All 4 years.
Man, you're not understanding me. You're really not getting the fact that she still had other dogs on her team with her.
Oh, yeah, of course.
She could have been top dog, but she was.
Of course.
She wasn't the only dog. Caitlin Clark is the only dog. The only one on that team.
Oh, well, that can be argued. She's the only person that scored a lot of points.
Ain't no chick.
But that's the hype that I'm talking about. She gets so much hype that it's like, I don't even got a team. It's just me out here. She ain't been scoring 40, 50 points every single game. No, she got help. It's the thing. My whole thing is college. Stop overhyping college. It's college.
We do that with men's, though. We do that.
I know, and I say the same thing. What do I say, Mike? Just like the regular season. I say I don't want to hear the regular season. It's the playoffs for me. I don't want to hear about college. Let this woman play professional first against some. It's some dogs out there that's gonna lock her up. Listen to what I'm saying. There's some dogs out there that's gonna lock her up. There's some coaches out there that's gonna run schemes to lock her up. So all that's got to translate to the WNBA. It's not going to just be I'm going to walk in and get 30 points a game. It's never going to happen. That never happened. LeBron, come on, bro. Like, that just don't happen like that is what I'm saying. Like,
but she's still going to be a dog. It didn't happen with nobody.
Yeah,
walked in there.
She's going to be a dog.
Like being a dog.
But you know what? I don't think she walking in better than Sabrina Ionescu. No way. That's a walking triple-double right there. Defensively, she is.
Sabrina wasn't that in college.
Sabrina was Did you not watch Sabrina in college?
She wasn't a walking triple-double in college. She's more.
No, she's a walking triple-double now. That's what I'm talking about.
Because the WNBA now. She shot more in college.
Right. The WNBA.
So you said Caitlin Clark shoots a lot. So what's she gonna do? Because she almost averages she gets a double-double with assists already. So if she goes to the pros, she probably gonna be blowing this shit out 2020 type shit. I
think she's gonna get more assists than she like. I don't think she's gonna go out there and just do what she did in college. This just don't happen like that. The coaching is better. The teams are faster, bigger, stronger. All of that stuff. They've been conditioned
when you first step in the pros.
Yes, but I'm just saying everybody is hyping the shit out of this girl, man. And I've seen better players than her. Is what I'm saying. She shoots a lot, just like Steph Curry. Steph Curry, they call him the best shooter ever. But I've seen players better than Steph Curry. He can go out there and get 50, though, because he can shoot a lot of threes. She does that. Like, I've seen players better than her. Shit ton of them. It's players right now in the WNBA that will smoke her boots. She too skinny. She ain't even ready for the WNBA. Like she to just walk in and just dominate like she did in college. Of course she gonna score points. Of course she gonna get assists. She's gonna do all of that shit. She gonna probably be a good player as a rookie. But I'm talking about all the hype that's got her all the way up here. Like she's about to step in and she can play with dudes. And yeah, did y'all forgot about Cheryl Miller? Cheryl Miller is and Lisa Leslie and Brianna Stewart and Brittany Griner. Those are girls that we know can step on the court with men, and they're gonna play with those men because they big enough and they strong enough to play with them. You know what I mean? Caitlin Clark, she's a skinny little girl. The shooting's gonna translate, the passing's gonna translate. But what happens when you gotta guard these other girls? Like you ain't about to it ain't about to be easy like that.
She's guarding like a center or something. She'll be guarding girls.
She got to guard killers, is what I'm saying. It's superstars at her position in the WNBA that she got to face.
Again, you're acting like she's going to be treated like she's nothing. I'm telling you, it's not going to be that.
Welcome to the NBA, welcome to the NFL, all that. They're going to do that same thing to her. I'm not saying she's not going to be a good player, Mike. I'm not saying that at all. And listen, and hey, Beckers, I'm with him with the Beckers. I think Paige Beckers is better than her. She had a bad game though. But I think when Paige Beckers was a freshman, she dogged everybody, got injured the next year in her sophomore year, missed the whole season. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, I'm not saying Caitlin Clark's not good. She's going to be a great WNBA player, but I just hate when people say, oh, she's going to go in there and just start killing. She's going to go in there and just no, she's not. It don't work like that.
Here's where I need you to go with this. Bring yourself out of the 80s thought process and into today's world, because today's world revolves around the internet and people knowing your name. That's what today's world is. That's why she's getting the hype she is. That's why she's all over the place. That's why Ice Cube gave her that, because it'll bring more eyes to his shit and to the WNBA because it's her and her name. I don't care how.
Yeah, it's hype.
I don't care
that's hype.
If Paige Beckers was that way, it'd be the same way, but it's not. No one's eyes are on her because Caitlin Clark is the name. Caitlin Clark's everywhere. That's today's world. I get where you're at. That's the 80s, 90s type of way of thinking. And I understand that because I'm there with you.
What's the 80s, 90s type of way of thinking?
Oh, you can't give this person the hype. You got to see what they do. Blah, blah,
no,
blah.
I'm saying people are just keep hyping her up like she's played in the WNBA already.
Today's way of doing it.
Okay, well, we seen Zion. We seen all these players. I can name.
And everybody hyped Zion up, and look what he did. Nothing.
Now, I can name a list of other players that they hyped up.
But you
the
can
hype
name
is fine.
But you're proving my point because
I just want to see you play.
They're still doing it. Yeah, that's what we want.
I want to see you play, yo. That's it.
Proof in the pudding. We want to see it, and then we can believe it because that's what it is.
But I'm not arguing that she shouldn't have the hype. She should have the hype. And I'm saying people are saying she's just going to walk right into the WNBA off of the hype. Come on, bro. Like,
what you're saying is that she shouldn't have this or that. The problem is in this.
No, I'm not saying she shouldn't have nothing.
To it. She's the only. She's done shit that no one's done in women's basketball by getting the scoring record and all that shit. She's done all that shit.
She's done it. People, she broke somebody's record. It's been done, Mike. What are you talking about?
It's been done, but she broke it.
Okay, and Diana
Taurasi didn't break it.
Diana Taurasi
didn't break it. Brianna Stewart didn't break it. She broke it
because they didn't shoot 1,000 shots, just like Michael Jordan and Kobe. They missed more shots than they made. If you shoot 100 shots, you probably gonna get 40 points out of that if you're a good shooter. If you shoot 100 fucking shots,
and that's fine.
But in the WNBA, it's a different ball game. It's not the same game.
It is. I'm not arguing that fact.
I'm not talking about hype or none of that. I'm only talking about want to see
you just said play. You were wondering why is it like this? Because that's the way this world is.
I'm wondering why people are. No, I'm not wondering why she got all the hype. I'm wondering why people are taking that hype and saying that she's going to dominate in a league she never played in.
Because that's the way the world is today.
Because the world is stupid as fuck. Why would you?
I'm not arguing that fact. I'm just saying this is what it is.
All I'm saying is I just want to see her play professionally before I put any type of anything on it. College, that's fine. We've seen the thousands of players in the college football and college basketball, women's, men's, baseball, every sport that was balling in college.
Look, let's be real. Who's seriously talking about women's ball constantly and excited as now with Clark and Reese?
I always have. That's what I'm saying. I said that. I started this with that. That's weird.
Yeah, we have. The problem is we're different. We're talking about people that don't watch it.
This started
watching it.
Dog, listen to what I'm saying. This started. I remember when people like really started watching this, and it was with Connecticut. They watch it more now, of course, because social media, of course. That's good. I think that's gonna get the WNBA players paid more money. Salute. I think they're gonna get the WNBA gonna make more money off of this college getting this much publicity. And the only reason, a lot of reason why, is because the men are actually promoting this shit too. Women are actually promoting this. I don't know, man. Look, remember Johnny Manziel? That's a good one, but that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying Caitlin's not gonna go be good. That's the point I'm not saying that. She's gonna go be good. But I don't think she's just going to go out, step on the court, and score 30 points and 10 rebounds. And 10 assists and all this. Like, people saying the craziest shit to me. And I'm like, name one person that we seen do that in any sport.
Listen, because they're seeing it now. They're just not seeing it where we're talking about.
It's the process, man. It's dogs out there. That's disrespectful. That's disrespectful to the WNBA to say that this girl just going to come. Nobody's ever done that in no sport. Except for like a couple dudes.
I hope she does. I hope she walks out there and does do all that. Shut everybody the hell up.
Listen,
I hope she does.
I hope she go out there and she be a good player. I don't have no dog in the race. I have no stock in Caitlin Clark. I could care less. I hope she go be a good player. I hope she go be a good player. I don't care if she shut anybody up or not. That ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm just saying it's all this hype is clouding people's judgment, and they predicting what the fuck she gonna do before she ever played with professional women. Like, it's like, come on, man, you ain't even got there yet. You know what I mean? Like, it's just crazy. Yeah, the 4 years make a difference. The 4 years make a big difference. Yeah, for sure.
Huge. Yeah, the 4 years is huge.
And that's why
they actually got to play 3. They have to play 3. Because
that's why
it's stupid as hell. You have to be 22 and exhaust all your years of eligibility.
Man, just go let them girls. Just go let these athletes go get paid. Just once you get done with high school, man, let them go get paid, man. I don't see why they trying to force them to go to school. I know why. I know why, because they get money. They get money. The schools get money for these top players going to their school. That's why they want to force them to go to college. It's all about money. At the end of the day, it comes down to the money. They get money for top players coming to their school. They're not going to let you just go to the NBA or NFL.
And listen, the whole Manziel thing, he ruined himself, because he stated this himself.
I partied. I ain't studied.
He didn't look at the playbook, didn't care about it. Yeah, didn't study, partied, never gave a shit.
Lied about being rich, all that shit.
Yeah, he did that to himself. If he would have came in and actually studied and did all that shit, he'd probably be still in the NFL playing.
Drunk at practice, hangovers, drunk at practice, drunk at games.
Manziel's not the person to do the hype with.
Yeah, Jamarcus Russell.
You could do that with Tim Tebow. All of a sudden, he had all that
Tebow, Jameis Winston. Like, I could name so many dominant players in college.
Mariota,
yeah, they never did nothing. Like, so I don't care what you did in college. Leave that shit in college, because that shit is different. It's a whole different league. Don't bring that college shit to the WNBA or the NBA or the NFL. Leave that shit in college. You dominated college. You were one of the best players to ever play college women's basketball or basketball period in college, because she outdid a lot of these.
There's people doing this. It's not her saying this.
Yeah, no, of course it's not her. She just played basketball, and that's one thing. That's bro. I love that about her more than anything. She just want to play. I just want to play basketball.
She don't give a shit. Yeah. She like, hey,
yeah, but she also understands the marketing. She also understands her money's gonna come from the hype. I'm not mad at that part. She's supposed to have all the hype shooting like that. We haven't seen a scorer like this in a long time. Like that, just give her the ball. She go Juju, bruh. As a freshman, she scored 900 points. Not the most points scored by a freshman ever. But y'all telling me, bro, come on, man. Stop hyping people up so much, man, because we got one in Juju.
Oh, why you hyping her up? Don't hype her up. She ain't played WNBA yet.
No, I'm talking about college. I ain't talking about WNBA. Caitlin's going to the WNBA. I'm talking about college. Leave college and college.
She ain't
Not
doing
yet.
nothing.
No, hell no, not yet. She's a freshman. They know.
I don't think
No.
she's gonna win a championship.
Freshmen, no, not at USC. She's not. That's what I'm saying. That's the
I don't think
program.
she's
That's the
gonna
whole
win.
different thing. But that's the whole different thing. But leave college in college is all I'm saying. Just like leave the regular season in the regular season. That's always been my motto. It's always gonna be my motto. Don't bring that shit over here. That ain't got nothing to do with this. You know what I mean? Like even when Zion had all the hype, man, I don't care about that. He dunked on all them little niggas in high school. Okay. Then he went to Duke and didn't do shit. And then he get to the NBA. Now he's leading his team. Third, fourth year in, a couple injuries. Now he finally is that dude. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Caitlin's gonna have to bulk up. It's things she's gonna have to do before she actually become what everybody expects her to be. I'm telling you, I know she's gonna be that. I just don't think she's walking in the door like that.
No.
Everybody's just talking like she's just gonna walk in the door like that. When they said
a year,
and when they said put her in the playing with men, I'm like, well, why would y'all do that? Y'all don't want transgenders playing with women. Why would y'all want her to go play with men? Like, come on, bro. Like, that's fucked up. Don't just let her play in the WNBA for a couple years and then do that. Don't just put her in as a rookie kid coming from college. Like, come on, man. Like, that's
I'm going to play. I'll take that $5 million.
Yeah, don't do that to her, man. I wouldn't do that to her. I wouldn't do that to her.
I would do that for her,
man.
She ain't never gonna make $5 million playing in the WNBA. She can make $5 million in 1 year going to Big 3.
No, she made $1.3 million in college, and she about to
NIL, yes.
Commercials, endorsements. She gonna make about $30 million off endorsements and shit. She don't need that $5 million. She gonna make that in her first year. In the WNBA, she's gonna make $10 million in her first year in the WNBA. In endorsements alone.
Yeah, endorsements. That's it.
Yes. So the contract don't mean nothing.
$76,000 for paid to play in.
Yeah,
I'm getting that $5 million.
She gonna make that. So say you get that $5 million, you go out there, you trying to do all this shit with these dudes and overexert yourself to compensate. Now you injured. You get an injury. Now your career going a whole different way. That $5 million after taxes is only $2. After taxes, it ain't $5 million no more.
I get that, but after taxes, $76,000 isn't fucking $76,000.
Exactly. So let me get my endorsement money and let me go to because if you go to the Big 3, you're not getting no endorsements. The WNBA won't give you none of that shit. You won't even be able.
Hold on. Companies can still endorse her. They don't go through the WNBA and say, "Hey,
nobody in the Big 3 don't have those deals and those contracts. You still gotta have to
personally have it. She has a State Farm deal already.
I know what you're saying. I get what you're saying, but I'm saying
WNBA to get endorsements.
Mike, you let me finish what I'm saying. Going to the Big 3 won't get you nothing extra. Going to the WNBA is gonna get her everything she ever dreamed of. They're gonna lay out the red carpet for her. I'm going to the WNBA. That don't even make sense. If you love the WNBA so much, why would you take your publicity to another league? That don't even make sense.
I'm not saying that she's going to. I'm saying that's what I would do.
Of course, that's what you would do, but she's not.
Here's what I was saying to the WNBA. Before I even made the decision, I go right to the WNBA. Pay us correctly, and you won't see me go over there.
And now you ain't got no career in the WNBA because don't nobody want to.
And I'll go play in the Big 3 for a couple years and go play overseas and make more money than I would in the WNBA anyways.
She never doing that. She's not doing that.
That's what they all do anyways in the off season. They go play overseas and make double what they do here.
That's in the off season. I'm talking. She's not going. She's not gonna give up. Dog, you think she gonna? Her dream is to play in the WNBA. She's not giving that up for the Big 3. Come on, man. We gotta be realistic. We gotta be realistic, man.
I'm being a business person. I'm not being.
She's not a business.
Shoot hoops.
She's not.
I know she's not.
This is her dream.
I'm not talking as her. I'm talking as me.
You wouldn't either if you went to college and did all this stuff. Your dream is to play.
I want all the money in the world,
bro. Mike, you sound crazy. It's easy to say that if it's not you. You're gonna get the money. You're gonna make more money.
I'm gonna get $76,000.
That's from the NBA. That's from the WNBA contract. Her first year, she's gonna make $10 million off endorsements. That's
and I can get endorsements at the Big 3.
No, you can't. Nobody has those. They don't even got ads.
Nobody can walk up and endorse you.
The whole argument. Ice Cube said this. I'm telling you what he said. This is not my opinion. They don't get all that.
He said you're not allowed to have endorsements.
No, they don't have those deals. They don't get all of that. That's why he's trying to get. Listen to what I'm saying.
The league doesn't. I get what you're saying. The big
When
three
you're
doesn't
under-
have endorsements. I understand that.
Yes, and but listen what I'm saying. The NBA, he's beefing with the NBA. They won't even they're talking to these people that endorse these players, and the NBA like, well, if you mess with them, then you got a problem on your hands. The NBA's bigger. They're going with the NBA. Ice Cube said this several times out his mouth. That's why he's beefing with Adam Silver right now. They're blocking everything he's doing. They won't even let his players get endorsements. You might get the little ones here and there that ain't paying shit. I'm talking about the ones where you make 10, 20 million in 1 year just off of appearing in commercials on TV. We don't see big three players in no commercials or none of that stuff. We don't see that because the NBA blocks all of that shit. The NBA blocks it all. Ice Cube said it himself. I'm just telling you what he said. It's not my opinion.
And here's what I'm going to say. They're blocking the big three, the league.
From getting
the company, the big three company. Not but that player, the company.
I know, but if that player plays in that league and the NBA goes to that company that's trying to endorse that player and tell them don't endorse them or we ain't fucking with you, they're not going to endorse that player. They're sticking with the NBA. That's what Ice Cube said has been happening. Shit like that. So she's going to the WNBA, which is owned by the NBA. They are not letting Caitlin Clark go to the big three, and that's who they beefing with. They're not doing that. They're not doing that. No, we need her. We need her.
Presidents. You need me? Then you're gonna pay me.
They're not. That's one player, dog. They're not doing that. The WNBA
don't do it. I'll go get my money.
The WNBA been around since '97. They're not changing that for one person.
It is about to fold.
They're not changing that for one person.
Fold soon enough.
LeBron can't change the NBA. He's been in the league for 21 years. He can't change one person. I'm saying one person. And one person can't do it.
Yep. Cool. It takes somebody to stand up and actually do something, not
people
sit back.
Been doing that. Maya Moore quit in the middle of her prime after 4 champions or 3 championships.
Got more money overseas.
Exactly, and it didn't change nothing.
Cool. Don't change nothing.
It's never going to change nothing.
It changed her pocketbook. It changed her damn bank account.
Well, yeah, because Maya Moore the social media wasn't popping like that. If she would have stuck around, she'd be making millions right now on the internet. And
she already made millions overseas.
No, dude. I'm talking about more than that.
You're thinking that companies just say, "Hey, I'm going to pay you millions." They don't pay women's stars millions, nothing.
Endorsements they do, not the league itself.
I need you to start naming commercials that you see women's stars in.
Bruh, Caitlin Clark is in like 3 commercials. She's in college.
You just named the one, the only one that
we talking about.
Yeah, she's the only one. Name any other.
Well, Asha Wilson, Angel Reese, Flo J. Johnson, the LSU girl.
Listen, hold on.
Bro, I'm not gonna remember a specific commercial, but they on TV, dog. Watch TV, you'll see them.
Hold on. I'm gonna fix what I said. It has to be a professional, no college.
Oh, well, I can't remember them off the top of my head.
Because there is none.
We'd have to Google that. Yes, there is.
I don't see them.
We'd have to Google that. I don't know them off the top of my head. I don't remember commercials.
I don't see these guys. I've seen Caitlin Clark. I've seen Reese.
Yes, because of the internet. Yes, because the shit
I've seen them on fucking TV.
No, the shit they went through last year hyped them up and blew up everything. Yes, that's why you see them.
That's what I'm saying. Them. I see them on the TV because they're hyped up on the internet. I see them in a commercial.
No, because that beef they had last year. That's why they hyped up now. All that beef they had last year.
WNBA. We're not talking about Serena Williams, one of the best athletes ever in the world.
Yeah, we're not. No, yeah, we're not. Yeah, we're talking about the WNBA. You know what I mean? Yes, yeah. What? Right. Lisa Leslie. Yeah, I know. I know. Mike. I know.
Now.
They are in them now. Brianna Stewart is in commercials now.
One of them in any of these commercials.
Yeah. Well, I mean, listen, but endorsements ain't just commercials either. It's thousands of different endorsements. They make their money.
What I'm saying is you don't know. It could be anybody endorsing anybody. That's the problem here. This is what I hate about this. The NBA is going to tell you what can happen and chokehold all that. To me, that's fucking wrong.
The NBA owns the WNBA.
I don't care. It's
they
wrong.
Control.
It's
of course. Wrong. Duh. That's the point. We're not arguing right or wrong. I'm telling you, the NBA blocks a lot of shit because it's their shit. They own it. They block everything. You don't get no ad.
That's what needs to happen. Some of these companies need to stand up to them and say, "Nah, we're gonna go with her."
Yeah, but they make a lot of money from the NBA, so they're not gonna do
Nah,
that. And
I get
these
that, but
contracts, NBA, they listen. These contracts,
I
you
know.
have to do. Yes, these motherfucking endorsement people, they have to green like that with the NBA before any of these players get these endorsements. The NBA has to okay shit like that. That's what I'm saying. They control all of that shit.
What I'm saying is, I'm not saying somebody that already endorses players in the NBA. I'm saying another company that has nothing to do with the fucking NBA.
They gotta run it by it.
Why would they have to run it by the NBA?
Because these players are
in the NBA.
Yes, but the NBA owns the WNBA. Do you know that these owners?
I'm talking about Caitlin Clark not being anywhere, nothing to do with the professional scene.
If she's under contract with the WNBA team,
I'm
she
not
has something to do
saying
with that.
That's what I'm not saying. I'm acting like she's in the big three. If a company comes to her and says,
I'm not thinking. No, she's not going to the big three, bro.
A big company says, I want to endorse you. Why the fuck? It shouldn't matter.
The big three is in the off season, which means she's still under contract with the team.
No, you already came out and said
no. It's the WNBA. No, it's the WNBA off season. That's what I said at the beginning. I found out that
you found out it wasn't.
No. I found out that it's in the off season of the WNBA.
Well, see, that's what I thought this whole time.
Yeah, so you still under contract. You just fulfilled your contract for that year. But if your contract is 5 years, you still under contract with the WNBA, who's ran by the greedy ass NBA. They control all of that shit.
But what I'm saying is, if a company that has nothing to do with the professional side, and she went to the big three, let's say she went to the big three.
Yeah, in the big three, it's free.
And this company says, we want to endorse you. The NBA has no control over that.
Not in the big three, no. Not in the big three.
That's what I'm saying. She could still
unless she's under contract with the WNBA team.
She's under contract.
Now, if she a free agent and she ain't on nobody's team, she can go do whatever the fuck she want to do.
The big three is this summer. Like, it's in the summer.
Yeah.
I'm going to do the big three before I go to the damn WNBA.
But what if she get injured and then never play in the WNBA? She's going to train.
It's a risk you take. You can step in the court and get injured every damn game.
Indiana is finna draft her, and Indiana is not finna be like, all right, Caitlin Clark, you can go play in the big three. No, they're gonna say, get over here in this weight room.
Caitlin Clark and say, I'm not in the WNBA yet, so I can go do whatever the hell I want.
No, that you gotta prepare for the WNBA. Yes, she does. She cares about this shit. She care about this. She want to be one of the best players to ever play this game. They're going to tell her, go get with this trainer. Go get with this nutritionist. Go get in the weight room. Go work on your shot. That girl shoots 100. She shoots 100 free throws, 100 3-pointers. She shoot. That's all she do. That's all she does. She's not going to no big three. She's going to work out and get ready for the WNBA so she can try to go out there and dominate. That's what she does. Like, look at her workout routine. She work out like she LeBron or some shit. And then she's 40 years old. Like, she's dedicated to this, dog. She loves this. She's going to the WNBA.
Listen, they play at the same time. Big three and WNBA play in the summer.
Well, whatever it goes, I've seen somebody said, one of them motherfuckers said that it's like 8 games she'll be able to play, and it's like 10 or 12 games in the whole season. So she won't be able to play the whole big three season anyway. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm taking the $5 million.
that's crazy to just take $2.5 million, because it ain't $5 million. You ain't getting the whole $5 million.
I don't. And to be honest, it's $5 million. It's a bigger number if she's living in Florida.
Well, me personally, if I'm an athlete and this is what I've been dreaming of my whole life to play in this league, I'm not going to no fucking big three.
I'm going there, get that first paycheck, and then I'll go and be all right.
Because she gonna go out there, she gonna get bodied by the damn. I gotta plug my laptop in. She gonna go out there, get bodied by them grown ass dudes, and it's just not gonna be good for her because she didn't go train. She didn't go get no weight on her. She's still this little skinny white girl. She's a skinny ass little white girl playing against college kids. She ain't playing against no professional grown ass men. She bigger than Caitlin Clark is.
Yes, she is. She's a little thicker than her.
And she's not, and don't put her in the big three either. I'm not just saying.
I'm not saying for anybody, but I'm saying, I'll tell you right now, if the offer comes, I would think about getting $5 million, and you're not guaranteed to get anything.
Me, I'd rather go to the WNBA because I know I'm walking right into endorsements. I know I'm walking right in. I'm walking right. She probably already signed the contract for a 10 endorsements. That's what I'm saying. That she probably already signed endorsements already for the WNBA already. So she probably already $10 or $15 million up. I don't need that $5 million. She made almost what she would make after taxes in college already. I don't need that $5 million.
Hey, that Jet Ice Cube guaranteed her $5 million. That is guaranteed money. I get it. She goes to WNBA, she'll get paid $76,000 a year for the first couple of years, and then it'll go up to like $200,000 because she'll be a star or whatever. But I'm just stating that if she went there and did that, grabbed that money, and then went to the WNBA, that's how I'm looking at it. I'm double dipping is what I'm trying to do here.
I said I'm double dipping. That's the
why
problem,
not?
man.
I'm trying to get my hands in all of it. Both hands in the money.
Man, these players, we going off of these players, man. They want to perfect their craft. They want to be ready for everything. If she don't go train, and get ready,
she's still not going to train.
Dog, she's not gonna have time to do what they really want her to do. The WNBA, they're gonna want her to spend all of her time doing that. That's
the part that I'm getting confused on. I don't need
athletes,
how to train or what I need to do.
They've been doing this since they was kids. Somebody been telling them what to do since they were kids.
Somebody, not a damn company.
No, listen to what I'm saying.
One person has been telling them this is how you train.
No, they coaches. Every coach, their parents, people that they look up to. Like we don't. But
not a company.
You just seeing the money. These are athletes. This is what they do. They want to do. They've been dreaming of this shit since they was kids. She's not passing up to go walk in as a number 1 pick in the WNBA and get all this shit that's coming to her to go get $5 million before taxes.
Listen.
That don't even make sense.
I'm telling you right now.
That don't make sense.
And look, Red just says you got to stay humble. That's cool. Stay humble, guaranteed bread eventually down the road. Shit.
We don't need that humble. I ain't talking about humble.
Career-ending injury, that could happen day one. She steps out there for Indiana, boom, done. Then guess what she has? Yes. Nothing.
But what?
$6,000 is what she'll have.
No, her shit won't just end like that.
No, that's how she stated it. She could have a career-ending injury in the Big Three and then be done. She could do that stuff in game 1 in the Indiana game.
Well, yes, of course, but you're not playing. You're not playing against 6'6" grown ass fucking men.
I'm not telling her to drive to the hole.
You ain't know what's gonna happen. You don't know what's gonna happen. It's a basketball game. Whatever happens, happens.
I understand.
She can get hit with a mean screen and never get up again. She can get hit. They not gonna just go out there and let her just go crazy on them.
I know
that's not gonna happen, bro.
I get this.
Tony Allen is never letting her score a bucket, and Tony Allen is one of the best defenders ever.
Cool, then lock her down.
Yes, and that's what I'm saying. But nobody's going to want to watch that. So now nobody's going to want to watch that. Now Ice Cube just wasted $5 million.
Everybody going to watch it, and who cares if he wasted it?
I think
she don't give about his feelings.
Why not go where you're going to look better at? You're going to raise your stock at. You're going to get more. You're going to get way more money over there.
I'm not saying not go to the WNBA. I'm saying go hit the Big Three for the 5 and then be done and then go to
not in your rookie year. Like I said, let her play over there in the WNBA for a couple years. Get that established. She has to go establish her WNBA career first before she do a Big Three. You can't go to the Big Three first. That's crazy.
Reggie, I'm not saying have a big head. I'm saying I'm going to get $5 million playing against
Mike,
dudes,
you cannot go to the Big Three first. She's about to be a WNBA star.
Say she goes and plays against these dudes. She's not gonna. There's not one woman in the WNBA like them dudes. So
no,
she'll be roughed up and ready to roll. She'll jump right in that WNBA and not give a shit about any of them chicks. Then
I don't know about that.
She'll be dogging for real, right?
Hell no, I don't see that.
Oh no, yeah, Tony Allen can't take any of those WNBA chicks.
I don't see that. I don't
Ain't
see
nobody
that.
A boss like
if you don't get the chance to learn your game, the WNBA game is different from the NBA. It's not the same game. They run different plays. It's different. It's not even as fast. So you gotta go get ready for your game.
So she's gonna be fast.
You're about to be the face of a whole entire league, but you're gonna go to over there instead of going to the league that they're about to make you the face of. If you don't go do that, they're gonna make somebody else the face of that league.
Yeah, cool. I don't give a shit because I'm only getting paid $76,000 to be the face of the league. How shitty is that?
That's their NBA right. That's their NBA contract. She's not even worried about that. The endorsements and all of that is what she's worried about. We might see her in a movie in a couple years. We're not talking about no NBA contract, man. What that? I mean,
What are
WNBA
you
contract.
talking about?
We know they don't make money. That's why they need endorsements. They do all type of stuff outside of
That's a
playing
problem.
basketball. They do
That's a
fashion
huge
stuff.
problem.
They do. No, it's not. It's the same thing
It is
with
a huge
music.
problem. They
Bro,
should
it's
pay,
just,
they
listen.
should pay him right.
It's a business. It's the business you signed up for. We all go to a job where the job makes way more money. They make 100 times the money that we make. It's fucked up all the way around, but that's what we signed up for.
Hold on. My brother makes more than her in 1 year.
But his boss make 10 times what his boss make 30 times what he make off of his labor. Is what I'm saying. It don't matter. It's every industry.
76,000 is what I'm saying. That's a problem.
That's from that, bro. She already got a $10 million contract.
I care about the endorsements. I care about what she makes in the league.
Nobody cares. She, man,
they don't appreciate their players that way.
We know that. That's the point. That's why
the whole point.
That's why that's irrelevant. You trying to hold on to that one thing. I agree with you on that. We know that they not paying them. That's why endorsements, she's gonna make way more money. Like, I'm not even worried about that contract. That's just money that's just going. You know how you find money in your pocket.
Then don't give me 76,000. Yeah. There's no point.
No, hell no. I want mine. No.
Endorsements.
So you just gonna leave. So you just gonna leave money on the table. Your boss give you
$1,000. Might as well. I play for free.
You never gonna. Well, Mike, you sound
you
crazy,
just said endorsements is what they're worried about.
Yeah, but still give me fucking bread. But still give me my NBA check. That's not what I'm basing my life off of. It's 76,000.
Give me that 40,000.
Yeah, I'm not basing my life off of that. It's just like musicians now. They get in music to do something else. They're not fucking making no money off of music, so they get endorsements. They go do movies. That's what all this shit is.
Tons of money for them tours.
Blame it on the internet. Now they all got motherfuckers got podcasts while they playing in the leagues. They make more money doing that shit than playing their sport. That's how it's always been.
Listen, I understand our bosses make more than us. That's how the world works.
Right.
But what I'm saying is, if you a stud and a star and you're going to go into a league and they give you $76,000, that's an issue.
Well, they don't got no money. If people supported this league and supported the sport, then yeah, they'd be able to pay them. But this is the thing.
How do you make people see you without going other places so other people
go in the WNBA and ball out?
Oh, all these other Brianna Stewart's gone to the WNBA and balled out. No more eyes are looking that way. No more eyes are watching because she balled out.
What does that have to do with anything?
Somewhere else and ball out and let other people see.
What does that have to do with anything?
Because you just said go to WNBA, ball out, get the eyes on you. Nobody still watches that shit, no matter who's in the WNBA.
But
we might because we're sports.
I just don't know what point you're trying to make, Mike. I don't know your point.
You need more eyes because you just said nobody watches it. That's why they don't get
paid. The Big Three is not going to give you eyes because nobody watches the Big Three. That's the problem. Nobody's going to watch her play there. No, they don't. You've been complaining about that for 5 years now.
Nobody will watch it because she's there.
No, they won't. Nobody wants to see a fucking skinny ass girl play with a bunch of grown ass dudes. Nobody wants to see that, man. Ice Cube only did that for publicity. He's not giving her $5 million to play in the Big Three.
He is giving her $5 million.
No, he's not. Even if he is, he knows she's not about to take that. The WNBA and the NBA owners is not about to let her do that. In your first year, you walking in and you about to be the face of the league. They're not letting her start her career in the Big Three.
$40,000.
No, she already got a big contract on the table. Has nothing to do with WNBA.
Yeah, I know that's the problem.
Yeah, it ain't. No, it's not. I'm gonna take my money.
Endorse playing whoever.
Oh, that is crazy. So you mad at $10 million on the table from endorsements? Is that what you saying?
No. She can.
I was about to say, bro, you wow.
She don't got to play for the WNBA to get that same fucking $10 million.
No. Yes, it's under her contract. It's under her contract. See, that's what you missing. That's the point you're missing. Once you sign that NBA contract, you're signing your life to them. They own all of that shit. You have to okay.
She hasn't signed that contract yet.
And she's about to, though. She's the number 1 draft pick. She's going to sign that contract. Everybody does. There's nobody that hasn't.
I'm not everybody. I wouldn't do it.
I know, and you gonna be the one.
$10 million from other companies that have nothing to do with it.
You're gonna be the one person in the history of sports that didn't sign his number 1 overall pick.
And I'll be the one person getting as much money as they do.
No, you'd be Ryan Leaf. No, you wouldn't. You think that?
I wouldn't be.
It sound good. It sound good. You have no resume professionally. How you gonna go get all this stuff and you ain't doing nothing professionally?
Okay, man. You act like every company in the world, the NBA rules.
Name any overseas
They
players
do
that
not
got
rule it. They have nothing to do with it.
Okay. What
She can
other
still go
league?
get $10 million from endorsements without having to go there.
What other league is gonna give you the cachet to get that deal? Not overseas. No, Stephon Marbury been killing forever, and he don't get no endorsements in America. Over there, yeah, but not over here. This is where you gonna make more money here than over there with endorsements. There's no league. It's only the WNBA. There's no other league for her to get that publicity.
I'm just saying,
she got it in college. It's college, then it's WNBA.
Right here is why people don't watch the WNBA.
No, people need to watch it. And
they're not going to ever.
They make more money.
People aren't going to do it because people don't do it.
It is what it is. I ain't got nothing to do with that. I ain't got no
horse in the race. 1,000 will go down to 60, and then it'll go down to 50, and then
it's been going up. And that's not true because it's went up every single year since 97.
It's going to be obsolete here.
It never went backwards. It's never went backwards.
It'll be obsolete very soon either way.
It's not, bro. It's got bigger. You just said it.
Every year. It'll be obsolete either way because less and less people.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
You're right. You're right.
We both just said that the publicity from these college players is going to get the WNBA players more money. We just said that. In the future, it's coming. Publicity, the internet, all the shit you just argued is about to get them more money. Caitlin's coming. Juju, we got players that's come. Angel Reese, all these players they've been talking about that's got all the numbers on the internet. It's going to bring eyes to the WNBA. They're going to make more money. It's only going to keep going up. So that's 76,000. That's fine. But this shit's designed. It's designed to go up. It's never went down. No league ever has the pay went down. It always goes up. It's how it works. They're not going up at the rate of the NBA or the NFL or any of that, but their shit is rising. Every single year is going up. Every year.
But viewership isn't.
It's these, I don't know. I got to check the numbers on that. Women's college basketball, yes. And that's the door that's going to open it up for the W.
No. That stops there.
No, that's going to open the door.
These players there.
Mike, these players that they love on the internet have to go to the WNBA. Those people are going to follow those players to the WNBA. Caitlin Clark finna bring a ton of people to the WNBA. When
Brianna Stewart went over there, the WNBA didn't rise.
It went up. Yes, it did.
No, it didn't.
Yes, it did, Mike. Yes, it did.
Then they were talking about fucking being done with the WNBA because there was no viewers. Nobody's going to games.
But it didn't go down, though. It didn't go up a significant amount, but it didn't go down. It's not.
That's still the problem. You could have stars cross over to WNBA,
but
it's just not a good product like the NCAA. Right. The tournament, that's totally different.
I agree with all of that.
I'd rather watch March Madness than watch the NBA regular season.
Yeah.
I'd rather watch the tournament than watch the regular season of the NBA.
Yes. I agree with all of this.
So that's the same as it is for WNBA. You'd rather watch that tournament than watch the WNBA.
Yeah, but see, the thing is, it's different now. It's the Curry effect. Brianna wasn't shooting 72,000 3-pointers from the logo. Caitlin Clark is, and that's what everybody wants to see. So, of course, Brianna Stewart's not going to get the same publicity. It's the Curry effect, bro. Like, that's what it is now.
She goes in there and it steps everybody's money up, and everybody can start kissing her feet, say thank you, Caitlin, for coming in here and doing what you did.
No, it's never going to happen. One person cannot move the needle. And
I hope they all get a college degree and get another job because soon enough, the WNBA won't be fucking shit.
Oh, nah, hell no. The WNBA ain't going nowhere. The WNBA ain't going nowhere, bro. Like, you getting extreme. You taking it to the extreme. I'm just having a conversation.
I'm not saying next year or 5 years from now. Eventually it'll fold.
No, it's not. It's not, bro. I'm telling you, it's not. The WNBA is not going anywhere. It's not going nowhere. The WNBA is only going to get bigger because the cell phone, like he's saying.
Brianna Stewart played in college in 2014.
And the internet, but the social media wasn't popping like it is now. Everything, like now, Mike, like now. I didn't hear.
I mean, it's a little more bigger. More social medias have been added on. That's it. Podcasting is the only thing different from then till now. And to be honest, I had a podcast back then. So it was the start of the podcast when all that shit happened.
I did back in 2014 and shit like that. People was watching sports TV still. People wasn't getting all the information from the internet. Now everything is on the internet now.
Damn, everything. I feel like a genius because I was.
Everything.
I wasn't just watching sports TV.
There are people that was on Twitter in 2008 when it came out. But there's a shit ton of people that wasn't. Like that's not
social
the
media
norm.
blew up a long time ago. It wasn't
No,
just
not 2019.
5 years ago, dude.
2016, when that Colin Kaepernick shit and all that shit happened, is when the internet blew up.
That's
it. That's the year. No, hell no. I wasn't getting information from the internet, bro. Like I wasn't.
That's because you chose not to, but you could have did all that.
Yeah, but viral and all that stuff is big now in 2024. Anybody can be a star now. Anybody, we can get a player right now that in the WNBA, if she come out and just shoot 1,000 fucking threes every game and hit a lot of them bitches, she's going to be the next Caitlin Clark. They're going to call her that because the internet. That's how it works.
That's why he's saying social media blew up in 2019 is because people started getting caught on their social media for shit they were saying and doing.
No, that's, you know what's
getting big because it was big way back before that.
The pandemic is when social media really got to what it is today. The pandemic,
videos and all that shit. That's a different side.
Well, everybody was at home on their cameras for 2 years, bro. We couldn't do nothing.
That's a different side of this. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like people on cameras making stupid videos is one thing, but I'm talking about.
No, I'm talking about everything
in general on there.
Yes, I see more sports on the internet now than I ever have in my life.
Well, then I feel bad because I've been watching sports on the internet for a long time, dude.
I haven't, bro. Like I haven't, bro. I didn't even know a lot of this shit even existed on the internet.
Cable or any of that shit, so I was using that.
Yes,
that's how I did it.
We can't sit here. But we can't sit here and say that the internet then is the same as now. No, the internet will get you fucking rich as fuck overnight now.
I'm not saying it is, but it's everybody's acting like it was nothing back then. Dude, dial-up and all that shit happened back in the fucking 90s and early 2000s.
Yeah, but that was the working. Everybody was at work then, though. That was the working era.
It was roaring.
No, I don't think so.
Some little AOL.
Well, yeah, of course it was roaring, but motherfuckers wasn't getting rich off the internet like they are now. Like the internet gets you money. You can get money overnight in your bedroom just chilling now. It's completely different.
The viral sensations of doing dances or shit like that. I understand that, but we're talking about sports like that. That's different. That's
COVID,
a whole
bro.
way of that shit.
The pandemic blew all this shit up because all them sports broadcasts, they had to put all their shit on the internet. Most of that shit went to the internet. That's when Undisputed, I started seeing all of that shit. I'm like, what the fuck? I'll be on the internet. I've never seen this shit. Like, but now, like, the pandemic is where they start pumping all them clips. Because they couldn't shoot. They couldn't shoot in the studio and shit because of COVID. So they start doing shit on their phones and putting it out on the internet. Sports and everything blew up in 2020, maybe the end of, I can't really say 2019 because the pandemic was March. It started in March when they shut everything down.
Clips.
To me, that's when it started.
Clips. I was watching other things, not just little 60-second clips. I'm not talking about that.
Yeah, I'm talking about everything. No, everything, yo. Everything. You look at the streaming and all that stuff. Now you got sports on Prime. All that stuff happened during the pandemic. All of that happened during the pandemic when they put sports on streaming apps. That was during the pandemic. All that stuff happened. The internet went crazy.
Listen, but the problem is people don't realize that happened actually before that. It just wasn't as big because people weren't all just sitting at home doing it.
Bro, we wasn't watching. Nah, bro.
Maybe all you want because you were watching TV. I was watching it,
bro. You don't know who you're talking about, bro. It was a lot of times I didn't have cable.
Well, and I get that, but what I'm saying, you're telling me no. That's how I was doing it all. Again, I had a podcast before podcasts were podcasts.
On what? What was you watching? What streaming app was you watching sports on in 2014?
There was no streaming app.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. That's.
I was watching whatever the fuck ESPN would show me.
All right, but so now that just proves the point.
Now we got what I'm saying.
Okay, now we got all these streaming platforms. We got all these ways for shit to get on the internet, bro. Like this is way more advanced now than it's ever been.
YouTube's been around before that. You could have got on that way before.
Yes, but I'm talking about all these streaming platforms we got. How many do we have? We put our shit out on like 8 platforms. Like, come on, man. Like, it's so much more now.
The only one that wasn't around then.
Yeah, I know. That's why it's bigger now. 10 times, bro. Like. A lot of shit is overhyped. A lot of shit. Because if you look at all this shit that we be going through, like we be seeing, even the Diddy shit, even until he go to jail, all this shit overhyped.
And that's stupid as fuck.
They never found nothing in his house that they said. We don't know because they never said. We ain't heard nothing since. So until he go to jail, all that shit was overhyped by the internet.
Listen, this is the media blowing this shit way loose. Dumb as hell.
I just want people to simmer this shit down a little bit. Let that girl live, man. Let her make her decisions and go do what she got to do wherever she do it at. Whether it's the big three or the WNBA, whichever one she choose, let her choose that shit. I'm just hearing the craziest shit, and I'm like, damn, y'all really saying this stuff? And this girl only played college basketball. She ain't even played professional yet. Let her play professional first against the killers on that WNBA court. Now, when she do that against them, then I'm gonna be like, all right. Yeah, y'all right. But which I think she's gonna be a great player anyway. I don't think she's gonna be a bum. Fuck no. She can score too good. She's one of the greatest scorers we ever seen. So yeah. But that was, I didn't think our WNBA. I didn't think that was gonna go to most of the show though. That was an hour.
It happened.
Yeah, it happens though. But I mean, it's a good conversation though, man. But the internet changed a lot of stuff though, man. It did. The pandemic, it changed. It blew all of it. It put everything under a microscope. Like everything. Wow. Like they made sure we seen. Yes, a microphone.
Everybody was behind one.
But they made sure we seen everything. You know what I mean? So now you got to think. Look what they saying about Skip Bayless. Oh, since Shannon left, he ain't shit. If it wasn't for the internet, nobody would be saying that because we wouldn't know.
I mean, he really ain't been shit.
He ain't, bro. That show trash. Undisputed is trash.
He trash. The ESPN all trash. Everything.
And I never I like Skip because he is an intelligent dude, but I hate Skip because he just intentionally say stupid shit. But Shannon and Stephen A. has carried that shit. It's the reason why I watched it. I don't watch that shit no more.
First take. Yeah, I don't watch none of that.
None of that shit. I don't watch none of that shit.
I rarely turn ESPN on.
Me too, bro. Like I'm just crazy where this shit's going. But now you got these podcasts, JJ and LeBron and Stu and Taraji and Draymond. Like I'll listen to that shit.
Hey, listen. Speak of that. Look, Roku TV, Northeast Sports streaming sports app. Get that. You don't want to watch these fools on ESPN. Skip Bayless, Stephen A. All these fools talk stupid, look stupid, don't know what the hell's going on. Just trying to force opinions down your throat.
Yes.
Get the Northeast Streaming Sports app.
Yeah.
It's us and plenty like us 24/7 talking sports. Being real, passionate, from the heart. Everything that Red Jet said. That's exactly what this is.
Everything Red Jet said.
That's what this is.
Yeah, we try to give a different view and try to go a little bit deeper, man, because a lot of this stuff is surface level. You know what I mean? A lot of these conversations would just be on the surface. I like to peel a layer back, and then maybe peel another layer back, If we get somewhere, then maybe peel another layer. You know what I mean?
That sound like?
Ain't Shrek?
No. Yeah. That's an onion. I'm like an onion. You feel it?
Yeah, hell yeah. But
Gary.
Listen, though. Salute. But listen, though, man, I think the WNBA, I don't know why we ain't talked about the WNBA. I just felt like we needed to dedicate some of the show, if not the whole thing, however it go. You know what I mean? I just feel like we need to shed some light on this stuff, man, because it's a lot of stuff going on and they talking a lot about this stuff. And I'm just blown away because I've been following the WNBA since like 2003, bro. 2002, 2003. It started in 97.
Look, I remember when Cleveland had a team called the Rockers.
Yes, I remember that.
First season, they had the orange and white ball. And they were
yes. Yes, I remember that. Yes. Hey, Red Jet. Hey, we support the women, man. I'm telling you, if I had the money, if I had $100 million, here, give it to them, pay them, man.
Oh, hell no, we don't be like, here, give it to them. We built a WNBA team here in Cincinnati, and we have our own damn.
Pay our players, pay our players. Oh, that ain't a bad idea. You know
call
what I mean?
It, I don't know what we would call it, Cincinnati something.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. I like the viewership they getting now. I like how the tournaments is like the tournament the past 3 years now, maybe 4 years. It's been very exciting.
The women's been better than the men's the last so many years.
The last few years, for sure. At least the last two, for sure.
And it's because that's fundamental basketball. They're doing exactly what we want the men's to do. The big girls are doing their job. It's working inside out. They're scoring. They're playing real basketball. Men are just focused on whatever, but
shoot 1,000 threes and all that shit.
The two teams you got playing the Cincinnati Cyclones, we got a minor league hockey team that's named that. We can't name them now.
Cyclones. The Cincinnati
But
or Cleveland.
What? You can bring back the Cleveland Rockers. Screw
The
it.
Cleveland Rockers, baby. Let's do it.
They
Let's do
did
it.
say
Let's
that
do
the
it.
guitar. That was slick.
Yeah, but so we had the women's championship. That was a good game at first, but then it kind of got away from Iowa. But we got the men's tomorrow, UConn and Purdue.
Yes,
I like the big man matchup, 2 7-footers, and they both the best players on their team. Who you got, man? I know we said UConn, man. Do you want to change it, or are you sticking to UConn? All right, I'm congrats to Dawn Staley, OG.
Yes. South Carolina, the undefeated season, they balled the hell out.
And they should have had. This should be their third one in a row. Y'all got lucky last year that they slipped up, but this should be their third one in a row for sure. For sure. You think we ever gonna see 4 in a row again? Because that Connecticut team, Rihanna, that shit was crazy.
I mean, South Carolina might be able to pull it off depending on certain situations, but it's rough, dude. It's rough.
Yeah, and the teams, as you see how it changed up, like with the teams, it ain't just this one team or this two. Like it's been South Carolina for a few years now, but
South Carolina,
but you got all these other teams though,
and it's crazy because you see teams like NC
LSU
State
snuck one in.
LSU was in there. You have Iowa jump out of nowhere. Mississippi State, we didn't even know they even really had a girls' good team. And they snuck in there and got one. It's crazy. You see these different. Well, I mean, I knew they had a team, but you didn't think they were that good. Yeah. Usually, you see UConn, Baylor, Tennessee, South Carolina started coming up. Ohio State's always up there. Duke women, because remember back in '99, Duke, they both won it at the same time. Duke's women's also won it since, but you know your teams, and you got these other teams. Just here they are coming around.
Cincinnati Tsunamis is funny.
There you go.
That's hilarious. That's a good one though. But UConn center definitely can play in the NBA. Well, I think if they use him the right way, he can play in the NBA.
Listen,
he's got to run up and down the court all day. Depends on what team he go to.
Listen, he'll be like a Mason Plumlee type guy. Like he'll be out there, he'll play, he'll be serviceable.
But if he got to run,
he's not going to be like that dominant dude. He'll be serviceable is what it'll be.
Yeah, good rebounder, things like that. Yeah, Red Jet, that 4 in a row crucial, man. But them Huskies pulled it out though, man. Gino, salute to Gino, man. They came up short. I wanted Paige, man. I want to see Paige in this championship, man. I did, though. I ain't gonna hold you. I did. I fuck with Paige.
She got next year. She'll be back.
I know, bro. Paige was such a dog before she got injured, bro. She was the best player in college basketball before she got injured. As a freshman, bro, she was out there killing. Like, I'm like, oh my God, this girl is a monster. Then she went down, and it was like, damn, man. But I like the future of women's basketball, though.
Oh, I definitely do too.
I think they got a bright future, man. And it's crazy how college is gonna help propel the WNBA to really
I hope it does for real now.
Well, they starting to get celebrities and stuff in there, and all these celebrities that's been following Caitlin Clark and Reese and all these girls. I believe that they are going to go to WNBA games and bring people and all that stuff.
If Caitlin could propel that to jump it, and then you got what follows with Becker's, Juju, and those girls that start to follow, and they keep the hype riding high, then great.
Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, Red Jet, man. Becker's, boy. I fuck with Paige, bro. I don't know why. I just do. She a hooper, bro. I was just
Hey Zeus, I think Nelson and they both can. I think they'll be all right.
Oh yeah. Nelson will be fine.
They'll be good players in the NBA.
Nelson is he'll flow right into whatever team. He gonna do what he gonna do his job. That's what I like about him.
San Fran's getting a team. What are they calling them? What is it? San Francisco what?
Hold on, what?
She said San Fran's getting a WNBA team next year.
For real?
That's what she said.
See? Shit's growing. Other owners like, oh, I see this. I see the train. I see it happening. Let me get a team too. So when this shit we get these big TV deals. They gonna start getting the big TV deals too. Maybe not the $1 billion NBA shit, but they'll get some $100 million.
Well, they have to.
$250,000 here. You know what I mean? They'll get I think the big money coming. Because people's gonna, you think Caitlin Clark ain't finna be on TV? crazy. You think Angel Reese, they not gonna play? These is two
They're gonna
villains.
be, and that's what it needs to be. But it
Yes,
needs,
bro.
they need to put them out there, show them more, not just they're in those games.
No, that's what they're gonna
Do the
do.
talk show shit. Put them everywhere.
You gotta think, Mike, Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark been in commercials, but Angel Reese been in a lot of commercials since last year. Her and her teammate Flo J, but Flo J raps. She's a rapper too. I didn't know that. I knew she was a rapper. I didn't know she played at LSU. And I'm like, hold on, what? Yeah, so I think since they've been on TV a lot and getting these endorsements, I'm telling you, I think that shit's gonna translate to, and it's just gonna show the WNBA, the owners, like, look, bro, you can do this with women too. I know y'all did it a few times and y'all didn't take advantage of it. They didn't take advantage of that. They let them get their little money here and there, but they didn't take, because they didn't really care. The owners didn't care about the WNBA for a long time, bro. It's just an extra money. We don't even know it's coming in. It's just hitting our bank account. See, we don't know. We just, all right, sub team, whatever. Y'all do what y'all do. Make the women happy. That's what the WNBA was. They didn't do it to make money. Now they like, okay, we fucked up. We fucked up. This league could have been big.
Yeah, if they would have blew it up like they should have, but they didn't do it.
But they had killers.
Listen,
the WNBA had killers.
They could have invested in this league a long time ago, and this thing could have been riding high, and they could be billionaires.
Yes,
they already are, but they could have doubled up.
Yes,
they could have double dipped. NBA team and WNBA team blowing up.
Yes, and I think even right now, Jesus, you're right. Yes, I agree with you 100%. But I think the NBA, they even got the money right now to put a shit ton of money into the WNBA. Even if they gotta lose some money for a couple years, you still not losing no money. You still for you billions up. You lose a few $100 million for the next couple years. You know what I mean? Even if you lose $1 billion in the next few years, just put it into the WNBA. You're gonna make it all back.
If they do it,
start right
now. Because again, everybody that's about to follow, all the players are going to start coming in the next 2-3 years. It's going to be
huge. Bro, start with this year because it's at least 4 players in this draft, WNBA draft, that you can fully get behind. They all going to 4 different teams. That's 4 fucking teams that you got to plaster everywhere. That's 4 top players that you got to plaster everywhere.
4 different teams because the Sparks. Well,
so
they could have 2 of them damn
players. They could have 2 of them. So at least you know what I'm saying. So
see, that's how much we follow this shit. We know the damn draft order.
Oh yeah. We watch this, yo. We ain't just talking out the side of our neck for sure. See, look,
listen, Jesus,
he stay on that, boy.
Listen, I 100% agree.
Me too.
They're gonna pay the players, but they should definitely
take Russell out of that, man. Jesus, bro, stop putting Russell Wilson in that.
Hey, I'm gonna take that whole top part out of it. They should still invest in the UFL, make that like a minor league.
Yes.
That should definitely be somewhere where they can groom players that didn't get drafted. They go there, they get better, and then it's somewhere you can pick from and bring up if you need to. Kind of like practice squad players, but they're down in the UFL.
The only thing I see, it's the only one reason why I think that won't be as successful as it could be, because they implemented that stupid ass NIL. Now players are going to want to go to college and get millions, the top players, to play in college. That's fine.
I'm saying still go do that, but when they go sign up for the draft and they don't get drafted or picked up, that's where they go, and let that be a farm system, kind of like baseball. Call up guys. Hey, I'm gonna call you up.
But see, my thing is, man, I think they should let these now NFL. Maybe you should have to play 2 years. Maybe, you know what I mean. I get it. But once you graduate high school and become an adult, man, I think you should be able to go prepare to be a professional. These players would have longer careers if they didn't have to wait till they was 22 half the fucking time to even go to the NFL and shit like that.
Years on that, but I get what you're saying. If they could go, if those 18-year-olds can go to the UFL, play a couple years there, get semi-pro ready, and then cool, then they get called up to the big league.
Look at it like this: if you could NFL develop your body as an 18 or 19-year-old, not as a 22-year-old, as an 18 or 19, you get an NFL body at that age. That's Mike Tyson shit. Like how Mike Tyson had the NFL body when he was 18 years old, knock your fucking tooth out your face just off a slap. Like That's what we need. And I think that would help. But that NIL, they got to regulate it. They're going to have to. The crazy thing is they're going to have to bring the government into this. And they're going to have to. They have no choice.
Have to be involved.
But this shit's the Wild Wild West. Like, it's about to be ugly, man. Like,
you know how they stop all this is if they regulate the transfer portal themselves.
Yes, and put a cap on the money.
Shit, because people aren't going to be saying, "Hey, what team's going to pay me?" You can't go nowhere. Wherever you sign, you're there. And I stated this yesterday when I was on by myself. I said, "I get it. You got one opportunity. You can go once, and the only other time you could switch. Because look at the chick Haley from LSU. She switched from Louisville to LSU. She jumped back in the transfer portal again. Yeah, but then she jumped back in the transfer portal.
Yeah, that's fine.
No. One time you can go because you want to go. The second time has to be a major change. Something major has to happen. A coach leave. Something has to happen for you to go. Not, I'm just jumping a different team every year and winning the championship or going to the championship every year. Nah. Because that's when the NIL money comes in. Because you can get more NIL money from different schools. You can only change one time.
You know what's so crazy? They're going to have to make these kids employees, man, and implement a cap on the money that you can pay, or at least implement a cap on what you only get this much money. Yeah. Every team, you only get this much. You can only use this much money.
The team, that's it. Yes. The schools, put the cap on the
the school, yes.
If you get an endorsement from
that's different.
Bentley dealership or whatever, that's not different. That's whatever. But cap the schools that everybody's got whatever the hell it is. How many millions or whatever they all get? They cap it at $5 million. They got very smart people that'll do the numbers and break down with all the players, and they'll have a cap to where you can only get this many players. They'll make it to where it's only like 4 or 5 players you can get instead of going to get 10 months. Like Ohio State just cleaned up. Yeah, I hate to say that because it's our team, but dog, they did just clean up.
They just cleaned up and they got all these players because
we got all these coaches now.
Yes,
and new running back coach just came in. We got an O-line coach that just stepped in.
You know what Ryan Day said? Oh, you know what? My job's on the line. We ain't beat Michigan in 3 years, man. Let me go ahead and
we're winning the whole thing and going under.
Spend this money real quick to all American running backs. I'm so happy about that, bro.
Well, we already had one, and then they brought in.
I know, but Junkins, bro. 15 touchdowns, 16 touchdowns as a rookie, 15 as a sophomore. 2,700 over 2,700 total yards in those 2 years at Ole Miss, bro.
Yeah,
270 something carries his first year, 270 something carries his second year.
He's not going to run like that here.
God,
his attempts will be down, but he'll be able to be more effective.
Bing, 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 bing. There you go. That's where I was getting. That's bro. This motherfucker won't have to go for 270 something carries. Nope. Give me 100.
Yep.
120 something, 100, whatever. They split it up.
And then Trayvon Henderson,
Oh my God. And we got like 6 wide receivers that could be.
Dude, our wide receiver core is going to be amazing. I think overall, that's why Marvin said, you know what? Because he got offered $20 million. I think he said, you know what? I'm going to let these guys get it because they're about to be the best.
I think if Ibuka wouldn't have stayed, it may have been a better chance. But the fact that we got Jeremiah Smith, I think that's why he left.
Dude,
let that man shine. Let the young boy shine. Dog, did you see our DB core and the core we got, our corners and shit we got?
Oh,
that's to play. Dog, and then the ones coming in next year, we got 2. We got the 1 and 2 top corners coming in next year.
They're saying our safety and Downs and our corner.
Oh my Lord!
Are going to go.
Have you say his name?
We're going to be the top defensive players that go next year. Top in their
and Denzel Burke. Denzel Burke, Caleb Downs. Denzel Burke and Caleb Downs. Denzel Burke could have been a first rounder this year, they said anyway. But he'll be. That's easy, bro. Down there, our whole defense came back. So I think this about to be. If we don't do nothing this year and they don't fire Ryan Day, I will not watch.
Ryan Day will be gone.
I won't watch that shit next year. I'll take a season off.
He's gone. No, Ryan Day's gone. If he can't get it done, he's gone. There's no
undefeated national championship, dog. We got Will Howard, his senior year. We got a top quarterback in Julian Sayin, and we got a top 5 quarterback in Aaron Nolan. Julian Sayin is the better quarterback, they say, out of all 3 of those guys. And you know what? We got Tavian coming in, St. Clair coming in next year. Another 5-star quarterback. Like, bro, this shit is crazy. So I think Will play. He'll start. He'll go on. Saying is probably going to be our quarterback next year, which he's a monster apparently. And I think Aaron Nolan's going to walk, and then St. Clair will be our backup, which we got another guy. So when saying leave, we got a 5-star quarterback. Yeah. I think Aaron Nolan's going to leave, even though he want to play for the Buckeyes. Because saying is obvious. They keep saying he's that good though.
Yeah, he's a monster.
Yeah, he's that good. He's probably going to be the guy after a while. So we got a bright future, man, and. No more Harbaugh. I'm salty. I wish he would have stayed. You can't beat us 3 times and leave, dog. Like that. Come on, man. Like you can't get 3 licks in and leave, man. Like that's crazy. I'm hurt by that, Mike. I ain't gonna lie. He could at least stay for another 2 years. Let us get 2 of them back.
Nah, he went out on top.
Yeah, man. Like would you have left? On a high like that, would you have left?
Yeah, you got to go on the high.
Bro, the national championship right on the doorstep. But you lost his core. I think he left. I
think the whole team was gone.
I just about to say, I think it was easier when he lost J.J. McCarthy and Corum and those guys. But I think when it's J.J. McCarthy last year, bro, I'm leaving. I think he's
last year, Crom's last year. Both your receivers are gone. A couple.
Yeah.
You're like, all
right. I don't
think
he even cared about that. I think he's drafting J.J. McCarthy. I'm telling you, if he got a chance to, I think he'll draft him.
No.
Whenever he's ready to get a quarterback, I ain't saying he's gonna jump out the window. I'm saying if JJ's there when
JJ's coming out this year.
No, I'm talking. Yeah, I know. I'm talking about he gonna with the Chargers.
He's not drafting JJ.
If JJ's there and they already got what they needed, and he's like, oh, we might draft the quarterback right here.
Listen, here's the
deal.
JJ's
there, he's picking him.
I'm telling you right now, the Vikings are trading both their first round picks to get that 5th pick to draft JJ.
That's God.
JJ's not going to be there. JJ's going in the top 5.
That's going to be Kirk.
JJ's going to be going in the top 10. That's how highly touted people are now looking at this dude.
They drafted Kirk Cousins or Colt McCoy. Colt McCoy was a monster at Texas and didn't do nothing in the NBA, in the NFL. Listen, they drafted another one of them.
JJ could beat Kirk Cousins, and that's all they really need right now.
No, not the Vikings don't need that run again. They paid this man 2 times. Well, once at least.
Listen, I think JJ will be better than a Trent Dilfer, and that offense is primed.
Hell no. Nah,
you got Jordan Hudson, you got the Jet, you got Hawkinson, then you got Aaron Jones running the ball.
Yeah, real quick before we go, you think McCarthy will eventually be good enough to manage a game and win a Super Bowl with a stout defense like the Ravens?
Yes.
Hell no.
Listen.
Hell no.
Listen, here's the deal. He will never throw you into a game. Like, he won't come back from 21 down or nothing like that. He ain't doing that shit. But he will not lose the game for you. He's not going to throw crazy interceptions. He will check down. He'll throw little passes. He's not going to really bomb a lot down the field unless JJ's wide or something like that. He's gonna be smart with what he does.
Do you think Brock Purdy got that same capability?
I think Brock's higher than JJ.
Okay, I was about to say, boy, don't say no, and we're gonna have to argue again, and we ain't got time.
Nah, JJ's gonna be that dude that'll come in, he'll do his job. He'll be like an Alex Smith. Alex Smith came in, did his job. He got hurt, came back, did his job some more. He wasn't crazy big, but he just did the job.
All right, real quick. It ain't been a lot of Super Bowls from a lot of drafts that's won Super Bowls lately. What's the next?
JJ is not Drew Lock, Jesus.
What's the next quarterback you think from what draft class to win a Super Bowl?
The next quarterback.
Because it ain't really been nobody different than Mahomes and Brady and shit, and then Matthew Stafford.
I got caught up in the WrestleMania going on here.
Like this draft, last draft, the draft before, like what quarterback do you think was going to get a Super Bowl in what draft class? Just real quick before we go.
I think Brock Purdy can get it.
Me too. I'm going with Brock Purdy or Jalen Hurts. I'm going with one of those two. One of those two going to get a Super Bowl soon. It's coming. I'm telling you, it's coming.
The only thing that's iffy with Jalen Hurts is I think after this year, if they don't do the Super Bowl this year, that whole coaching staff's gone. They got to start over.
Hell yeah, it was really their defense. It was their fault. But
you have to understand and hope to God that AJ Brown and him settle their differences. Or if I'm Cincinnati, I'm calling Philly up and saying, "Hey, take this 18th pick and T. Higgins. We'll take AJ off your hands. You get another wide receiver back, and you get the 18th pick. Do whatever you want with it. We'll take AJ Brown."
Or we could take the 18th and still keep T. Higgins because he franchised. We got him either way. And we can franchise him again next year.
Hey, I'm throwing T. Higgins in anyway because I don't want to lose him for nothing. So just throw him in there.
I feel that, but I'll franchise him. I'll keep him this year, franchise him next year, then get him the fuck out of here.
See, I think AJ Brown's better than T. Higgins.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah. He's the number one. But
you got 2 ones.
Yeah. We could talk all day, man. We could go all day, but we got to go, man. We appreciate y'all, everybody in the comments, everybody watching.
Always.
Like, share, subscribe, hit all the buttons, man.
Hey,
you already know.
We are literally, 28 away from the 1,000 on TikTok. Spread the love at the Man Cave 10.
Yes.
You know people on TikTok, spread the love. And we're doing card breaks. It's going to be huge. It's going to be huge.
If we don't see y'all this Wednesday for Relax Wednesday, next time you'll see us this Saturday for the cheap seats. See y'all then. Salute from the Man Cave.